Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col U TV for a midweek show. A fantastic result last night against Swindon. We'll be taking a look at that shortly. Also on the show this evening, we've got a launch of our Goal of the Month competition for October, a feature interview with youngster Matt Yates, and we'll also take a look back at our FA Cup game at the weekend. But first, as mentioned, let's get into the highlights from last night's game, followed by the thoughts of Matty Etherington.
How much of that did you actually enjoy, or was it just the last few minutes once Noah was went through and gave us a 2-goal cushion?
Yeah, I didn't enjoy much of it, got to be honest, until Noah's put the third in, a brilliant finish. Really pleased with him, by the way. He deserves that. And it was a really cool, calm finish in the circumstances. But yeah, it was a difficult night, but one we managed to come through.
Yeah, and it was a difficult first half because Swindon did look on top at times, and they probably would have felt they deserved to be 1-0 up at the break.
Without a doubt, they were by far the better team. First half, we were far too passive. Out of possession, in possession, we didn't really carry a threat, and it was really disappointing. And the reaction of the crowd at half time was fully justified. Yeah, and the players knew that. They knew going in at half time, they looked dejected. They knew that they weren't performing to the levels that they're capable of. And we just spoke in a little bit of depth about getting up to the ball, just real basics of football, but just affecting them a little bit more. They were too comfortable in possession, and they seemed to cut through us at will. So out of possession, just being a little bit more aggressive, a couple of tactical things, and then in possession, we changed the shape of our midfield just to affect them a little bit more and get really isolated and on the ball, and that worked okay. So ultimately boils down to the character, and they've shown that again. They've shown it at Grimsby, they've shown it in Accrington, they've shown it towards the end again against Shrewsbury when they galvanised and nearly got a draw there, and they've definitely shown it in the second half tonight.
One of those tactical changes was switching the wing backs. That paid dividends with them both being assists for the 2 goals.
Yeah, Jaden's played a little bit off the left since I've come in as interim head coach, and it's not ideal for him. He likes to play off the right and he can go both ways. So we just thought having an effect from the right-hand side, especially against Shade, who's more of an attacking wing-back, may pay dividends. And see then Will's on the left-hand side and predominantly right-footed, but he picks out Samson for the goal, and it's a brilliant finish from Samson. Really pleased for him. And obviously Jaden's cross for Cam's goal as well.
Yeah, Samson Tavida, a player that gets a lot of attention from centre-halves and opposition defenders. So it's nice for him to get on the score sheet.
It was, yeah. I'm really pleased for him because he was a nuisance all night, and the finish isn't an easy one. He's taken it really well. So hopefully, he's already got a few this season. Hopefully he can get some confidence from that and go on a little run.
And 2 players that would have been, I hope, disappointed that they weren't in the starting 11. Noah Chilvers and Tom Dallison come on and do their bit.
Yeah.
And that's what you've got in the squad, haven't you? Everyone needs to be doing their bit, definitely, whether they're starting or not.
Yeah, definitely. Thought Dallo was brilliant. We put him in the middle. Obviously, Manny come over to the left-hand side, Zach on the right, and give us a little bit of assurance in there. I thought he was really good when he came on. He was disappointed not to start tonight. Obviously after starting against Shrewsbury in the FA Cup. I explained my reasons why, as I always will, and the same with Noah as well. He was disappointed, but we felt we had to go a certain way tonight. Didn't work first half, granted, but they definitely had an impact, and that's the pleasing thing, that they've shaken that disappointment and then affected the game.
Yeah, and short turnaround, so I presume there'll be a bit of rest before training starts again.
Yeah, there will be. We'll be off tomorrow, but just said to them that there's a big opportunity now against a good starting side who play a different way to Swindon, but there's a brilliant opportunity to make it 2 wins at home this week, and hopefully we can do that.
As Matty says there, a great team performance that sets us up for the weekend. And I think we could all see the reaction in the second half and the team togetherness that got us all 3 points there. With the goal coming early in the second half, it's gone down as an Oggy, as an own goal at the moment. But as you can see from the GoPro footage, it clearly comes off Cameron before heading over the line. So we're working hard to make sure that gets changed from an own goal and goes down, rightly so, as Cameron's goal. We take on Sutton United in League Two here at the weekend, while the women's team host Corinthians in the League Cup. Tickets for Sutton are on sale and available to purchase online, while the women's game is on Sunday, 1:30 kickoff at the Garrison, and it's free to attend. Back to last night, and we get the thoughts from Samson Tavidi after the match.
Must have been a really happy changing room after the game, Samson, after that 3-1 win against Swindon.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, we knew going into the game it was going to be tough. See Swindon, they keep the ball well, they dominate the ball. Honestly, first half, obviously, it wasn't good enough from us. So obviously, we went into half time, we spoke with the team and said, we can step it up here. We know there's goals out there for us, and obviously it showed in the second half. So yeah.
Head coach Matty was saying that there was words said at half time about changing little things about it, but he wanted you just to be on the front foot a bit more and putting them under a bit more pressure. Players must be really pleased with how they responded to that and reacted to it.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's frustrating because obviously we don't want to be going a goal behind, but obviously second half, obviously we showed like we can get after teams, be on the front foot, and it showed. So yeah. 3
goals in the second half. One of them to you. You must be really pleased with how you've played in the first 2 or 3 months and got the goals that maybe you wanted to score last season.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I've been working hard on the training pitch. Obviously, doing extras, working on finishes just like that today. So obviously, it's a good feeling to get another goal today. So yeah. And
in the past few games, we've also seen you play in a different position. Has that been helping your development as a footballer as well? That gaining knowledge of playing out wider.
Yeah. Obviously, 100%. Obviously, I haven't played in a long time out wide. I think last time I played probably about under 15. So obviously getting back into it, but all the coaches helped me adapt to it. Obviously doing a job with the team, so if I have to play there, if I have to play centre back or anywhere, I'll do it. So yeah.
And the thing is, it's keeping you in the side and it's keeping you in there, and defenders are getting to know what your game might be about, and you're receiving a lot of attention from defenders. But is that the physical battle that you thrive on, because you think it might still upset defenders if you keep battling away like that?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I like that side of it, but obviously I can score goals as well. So yeah, I don't mind if the battle's there. I back myself to win a battle against any defender in the league. So yeah.
And of course, you'll come up against that more and more. It's a case of that fine line between the battling and then obviously going cold when chances come your way.
Yeah, 100%. And just like today, obviously, with the centre half, good with Malik, good battle today, and obviously in the second half, it was clear head when the ball coming to me. So yeah.
Always good getting the thoughts from the dressing room, and this week it was Samson Tavidi. We'll have more before the weekend, with all the previews to come in the next couple of days for the Sutton game. Keep an eye out on our socials for that. Remember, tickets are available for the Sutton game, and you'll benefit from the advance price if you get them before Saturday. But yes, they are on sale up to kick-off. There's been a good presence of youngsters in the squad this season, with Samson, Brad and Shay all making an impact. They show that there is a real pathway for academy players to come through and make it into the first team. We'll be featuring those guys more regularly on the show as the season goes on. But let's start with Matt Yates and get his thoughts on his early years footballing career so far and his aspirations for the future.
We're here with Matt Yates, chatting about his football career so far. Matt, how did you get into football?
It all started when I was younger, really, just kicking a ball around with my dad in the garden and just playing around silly bits with him. And then obviously my parents signing me up for a young team, and then luckily enough I was able to sign with this club since I was the age of 8, so I've just sort of been football mad my whole life, really.
Yeah, and how has it been growing up with Colchester, essentially, you know, all the biggest milestones? How was it for you being in the academy from such a young age and now making it to the under-21s?
Yeah, no, look, like, as you said, like, from milestone to milestone, I've worked really hard. I'm proud to be here. Like, listen, it's not been an easy journey for me, but just every year my aim is just to work hard and become as the best player as I can. And luckily the club's had faith in me, and I've come all the way through to now, and hopefully I can go even further.
And can you tell us a little bit more about your journey in the academy? What was it like for you from the day you joined all the way up until now?
Yeah, so it's been a really good one. I've had coaches that I'm still with here now since I was 8 all the way up to now, so it's really amazing to still have that bond within the club. From where I used to be here when we were Cat 3, so I've been playing some low teams to now playing some of the best teams in the country. So for me to see the club evolve, and for me to evolve as a player, to being able to play at that high of a standard.
What did it feel like for you signing your first professional contract with the club?
Yeah, it's probably one of the best feelings when we were in the meeting and you get told you're going to be offered a professional contract. Couldn't stop smiling for about a week, to be honest. Yeah, no, it was one of the best feelings I've had. You know. And
in terms of aspirations for the future as well, what do you want to achieve with Colchester and further on in your career?
Yeah, just hopefully to play as many first team games as possible for this club and just see what the future holds. Is really just work as hard as I can every year, and we'll go from there and see what happens in the future. In
terms of fighting for your place in the first team, what do you think you need to do in the meantime to get that opportunity?
Yeah, look, it's not an easy team to get into at the minute with how it's going well at the minute. But for me, I've just got to focus on working hard, obviously, on loan at the minute. So getting minutes on loan in men's football, playing men's football, doing well there to make sure that if I am asked, that I'm ready for the opportunity when it comes.
For someone who doesn't know, what does your day-to-day look like? What's a day of your life?
Yeah, so we'll come in normal time, we'll have breakfast, then we'll do a bit of mobility, a bit of prehab just to get the legs going, and then we'll train normal time, and then have a bit of lunch, and then we'll go through some in the afternoon, some clips from previous games, and then we'll have a look into the weekend on who we're facing. Yeah,
and would you say you've gone through all the stages in the academy basically?
Yeah.
How would you describe the step up, let's say, from under 16s to under 18s to under 21s? What was it like?
Yeah, it's not an easy step up, to be honest, but it's never going to be easy. I think for me, you just got to make sure you're ready. Like when you're playing at your age group and then you get asked for the step up, you just got to make sure when you get the step up, you're ready and you take your opportunity. And thankfully, so far, I have when I've been asked to.
And if someone asks you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What would you say?
Hopefully still playing for this football club, if not higher. So let's just see what the future holds, yeah?
Amazing.
Good to speak to Matt there, and he will be in action this evening with the under-21s taking on Luton Town as we speak in the Premier League Cup. Head to our socials for all the updates on that game. He could also feature here at the stadium next week when we play Heybridge Swifts in the third round of the Essex Senior Cup. Details for that one will be released shortly. It's next Friday, and we'll keep you updated on that. Under the lights. Back to the FA Cup action at the weekend, and it's always tough going up against an opponent away from home from a higher division. We faced Shrewsbury at the weekend. We ran him quite close to a replay. Sadly, we didn't get that, but let's take a look at the goals from that.
Colchester have only reached the second round once in the previous 7 seasons, but they're looking for the early goal here. Greenwich, and now McGeehan, and they have it! Cameron McGeehan, and the League Two side are ahead. The corners work short to Benning, and then fired through the crowd by Shipley, and deflected in by Udo. It was a planned move, straight off the training ground and into the back of the Colchester net. Colchester have not been overawed here. Fevrier with a powerful run forward. And now McGeehan, and it wasn't too far wide. Shrewsbury have won their previous 9 first-round ties, which is a remarkable record. And here is Jordan Shipley, and they're ahead once again at this stage of the FA Cup. Colchester looking increasingly desperate here as they look to chase the game. And here is another opportunity. Oh, it's an own goal. Connor Hall, the unlucky man. Taylor Perry with the run forward. And the corner in towards Mitchell. And Zach Mitchell gives Colchester some hope late on.
Two good goals there, and that puts, including last night's goal, Cameron on 4 goals for the season in 11 games, and Zach chipping in with 2 as well. So great to see the goals coming from all over the field. Speaking of goals, we had some crackers in October, and it's now time to choose your favourite. Here's the contenders for our October Goal of the Month. tough choice, but that's down to you to choose. Head over to Col U Tickets after the show to cast your vote. You don't have long because we'll be announcing the winner on Saturday before the Sutton game. That's near enough it and all we've got time for on this evening's show. A final reminder that tickets can be purchased online in advance of the game on Saturday against Sutton to get your reduced prices. I'll be back for the midweek show. Keep an eye on the socials tonight because our under-21s are playing Luton in the Premier League Cup. That's about it for now. I'll see you on Saturday for the pre-match show. Until then, have a great week, whatever you're up to. It's goodbye for now.